But you want it to be random and kind of strange looking. Now you can see it's already got the wrinkles and it has the color from the coffee. The reason you see the lighter here is because this lighter is going to give us the effect on the edge as if it's been through some times. Now obviously you do this outdoors, you keep a glass of water to the side, and you can see as I let it burn a little bit, it'll get uneven. You don't want to do this indoors. You don't want to use your fingers to put it out like I'm doing, but I've been doing this a long time. I'm a professional at fire, and I'm not going to burn myself. Don't do this indoors. Keep a fire extinguisher, glass of water, whatever you need to do this as safe as possible. I have a fire extinguisher off camera and I have a glass of water right here that I'm drinking. We'll put this little paper out immediately. But basically you're going to take your lighter and you're just going to play with the edges. You know, in certain spots go in a little bit, let the fire climb, blow it out. See how it's uneven? It's nice to give it that uneven touch. See, when it goes out, it still burns. Let it burn for a second and kind of create its own lines. You can tilt it up and make different, it'll climb better. Burn a little edge. As you can see here, we're starting to get that burnt edge. Now this one I'm keeping square. This one I did not. This one looks more authentic, like it's been through some stuff. Like you might have found it buried somewhere or in an old house. You know what I'm saying? You can burn them to where they're random. You can make it little straight burns. You can put a little black on there. It's all different depending on how you want it to look. Or after you pull it out of the coffee, if you're satisfied with the way it looks, you can also do it like that. Now I'm going to get a marker and show you what the other process that you can do before the coffee, even though it's already done. I'll show you what it would have looked like. Alright, so I have my brown Crayola here, and I'm going to show you a safer way to use to make your edges appear burned without using fire. As you can see, I'm going to continue to rip random little spots, and then you want it to go back to the high paper so it looks like, you know, just damage. Maybe that little corner gone. Make it look like an antique. Now if you didn't want to use fire, what you could do is this. Before you dip it in coffee, take a brown or a light brown marker, washable, and mark the side of it. Literally drag it on the side. And now before and after the coffee, it kind of looks burnt. But this is going to look a lot better if you do it before the coffee. That way once you dip it in the coffee, it'll kind of wash off, and then the edges will just remain like a light dark brown, or a light brown compared to how dark it is now. See how the edges look dark? Now if you wanted to look like that, you could leave it as that. But now if you were to dip this in coffee, the edges would kind of fade out and wash out, and they would look and appear like a dark tan instead of a dark brown. It'd be darker than this, but lighter than the brown, and it would just look burnt. It's a safer way, safer method than using a lighter. Now I'm going to show you a couple examples of what you could do with these.
Bye.